Hello and welcome to another video of NearNotify. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can work with multiple users. You may need to create multiple users in various scenarios. For example, say you have 10 devices and you want to give control to different people to different devices without giving them access to your other sensitive information like your billing and credit card information, or the ability for them to um, change the billing cycles and stuff like that. So in that case, you can create separate accounts for your users and then give them access to specific devices, so that when they log in using their account, they can only see the devices that they have been given permissions. It can be useful in various other scenarios, like for example, if you are a reseller and you want to give access to your customers, you can do so. You can create a sub account for each of your customers and then give them the access to the beacons that they have been assigned to. So when a sub user logs in, they do not get to see all of your devices, but they only see the ones that you have assigned to them. So let's see it in action. I would go to nearnotify.com, and once the screen loads, I will click on owner's login because I have the devices. I am the owner of all of these devices. So I would go here and click on owner's login. The user login is the login that your sub users will use. So I'll show that to you in a few minutes. Let's click on owner login and then let's create a couple of accounts. Because I was logged in previously, so my session was maintained, so I did not have to log in again. So as you can see, these are the different devices that I am owning right now. And for managing users, all I need to do is go to settings and then click user management. So as you can see here, I have four sub users already created, and I have given access to this person. I have given access to 2 beacons, even though I have so many other beacons, but this guy can only manage these 2 beacons. So when he logs in with his account, he would only see these 2 beacons. And there is an ability to assign more. So if you can click on assign beacon, and you would see all the beacons that I have, and then you can assign more, or you can take off access from the existing ones. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is add one more device to this person. So let's say I would like to add demo 5. So I would click, make sure that this is selected in addition to the previous 2, and then click assign. And now when Deep1 logs in, he would see these 3 devices tagged to him. If you want to take one off, just go to assign beacon one more time, unselect the ones that you don't need to, and then click assign. You can also add new users. So when you click on add user button, type in the email address of that user and click add record. An email would be sent to that user to that email address with the default login credentials. So the person would have to log in, and when he logs in for the first time, he would have to change the password, and then he would be able to update these beacons himself. Deactivate user is when you do not want that user to do any of those changes. So sometimes, and there can be various scenarios where you want to log out a user, you do not him to log in anymore, or maybe not log in for not log in temporarily for the next few days or something, you can always deactivate a user and then at a later stage activate him back. Um, so so now that we know how to manage users, let us go ahead and see how a sub user would log in and what would he see. So I would go to NearNotify one more time and then click on go to logins and then click user login, and you would see that this is a separate login screen that the owner's login was seeing earlier. So I would say I would do diff1 NearNotify. So these all are dummy users that I have created for demonstration. So now I am logged in with this user, tip1 nearnotify.com, and these are the two devices that I see. So I should be able to go and edit any of this, including the text, the title, the URL, and the identifier, but I would not be able to change any of the other devices that you have. One of the interesting features that this tool has is the history. So if you click here, you would see that these are all the different texts and URLs that I had once set up, and it gives you at which date, at what time you changed the addresses, the messages. So this gives you the ability, like if you have something that you repeatedly configure, like maybe once a week on Monday, you always put in some text, some message, you can always get that from the history. You will copy that from here, and then you can edit the device and put in that this title and the URL. So just a very little handy feature that saves you a lot of time. So yeah, history is something that is available to everyone, including sub-user, owners, and everybody sees the history. So that's about NearNotify user management. So we have seen I as an owner, how can I create or manage users, sub-users. We have also seen how I as a sub-user, I can log in and then see the devices and then configure them. Thank you for taking time and watching this video. In my next video, we will come up with some new features. We'll discuss some of the new features and some more of how you work with the existing dashboard. We are also trying to come up with a new look and feel of the dashboard, just so that you can do stuff more easily. So watch out for that video. Thank you.